Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. His guys hoping to close out the season on a high note, just 2 wins on the year, hoping to make it 3 by the end of this one. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ward. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here from the 38. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Now Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
At the 18-yard line.
On play action, Ward. Pass complete, Restrepo. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. A gain of a yard. First down, Tennessee.
Hand off to Spears. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. It's Ward. Able to shake him off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing is Ward. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protecting himself as best he could while completing the play.
And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Right back to Spears. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Ward now working out of the gun. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Nick Bosa. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Now Spears to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Spears with another carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now the Michigan man, Kalel Mullings. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard and now no yards have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw, here's Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
That's another Titans 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
And here's a give to Spears. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's complete to Lockett. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And this is 3rd down.
Throwing now, Ward. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Slye for the Titans field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Slye able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense set to go again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Open man downfield is Ridley. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up
Now Ward. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And now a run with Spears. Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a run by Spears. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 40-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. Purdy. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Purdy. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 42. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And throwing here, Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. Out of the gun, Ward. That escapes the sack. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is 3rd down.
Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On the toss, it's Spears. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Blinks through the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw off the play action. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Evades him at the 20. Still going. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Pass complete with Restrepo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They go play action with Ward. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyjae Spears, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. An extra point by Sly is up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. 38-yard line, second and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 117 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
20-yard line.
They'll come up second and 7.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
They go play action here. Purdy.
This is caught. And across the track in the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Niners are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To throw is Ward.
But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. Fourth down and 8.
A loss of 7 yards.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Ward.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Now second down in a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now Ward.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. Third and inches.
It's now third down.
To the air again, Ward. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Here we go. First and goal.
First and goal, Tennessee.
Throwing now, Ward.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive in total 8 plays. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the 49er hands team does its job. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now, let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's McCaffrey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
McCaffrey fighting through, and he's got space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.